Boom, the dashes apart, just like that. And a mighty multimeter. And let's check all the wires. So we'll be checking the positives and negatives. I've got the terminal of my multimeter on the front right positive wire. So put your multimeter on, put it on a beep mode, and let's check. So here we go. So the front right positive wire is black and red, and black and purple is the negative. That's for the bottom. I'll just mark that. So that's positive. And let's check the top one then. Which is which? It's quite hard to get there. So the top's 4-inch speaker, blue white is the positive and blue brown is the negative. Basically that's it. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna snip them off, and I'm gonna install the new cables, new attachments for the new speakers, and we should be good to go. Right, I'm gonna actually solder all these wires together, heat wrap them, and I need to drill the hole for top of there, so I might as well go and make that opening for the cable. I'm just gonna put it there, like that, so that I can put my cable through. These cables come with the speakers, so use them as short as possible because they're not the best speaker cable really, but it does the job for what it needs to. And we'll feed them through, send it to here so we can plug it in, and then we'll put a speaker on, and that's it. So now I need to cut the plugs, get this back, pull back so I can get to the cables properly, or to be honest I'll just cut them at the end and I'll just heat shrink from the other side, same as here. Right, some heat shrink. So goodbye number 1 and goodbye number 2. Not gonna need them anymore. So now we'll get some cables. Let's feed this one through. Yeah, they're quite long, we don't need that much. So let's see if we fit through the hole. Yeah, perfect. Give it a bit of plenty wire, but that's all you should basically need. And let's say somewhere here, just snip the rest off, snip that off, separate it. Right, now put all the heat shrinks that I need. We'll chop this in half. Yeah. And the bigger one is gonna go over the top. That's the big one. And these are the individual small ones. Like that. Like that. What we'll do is now we'll right, so on these aftermarket cables you've got white, black, and just white. White, black, just white. I normally use the black one as a negative because I know some people do it as a positive, but I do it as negative. And to be honest, the connector itself, the thin one is the negative and the fat one is the positive, so it makes sense. Any wire that's got, unless it's red, should be negative, but each to their own. Right, so positive to positive, join them together. Let's put some flux on. Not a lot, just a little bit. And let's get this soldering going. I'm using the gas solder iron. You can have them electric ones and all sorts, so, but at the moment I'm using a gas one. It's just handier. No wires, no nothing, and you can use it as a heat gun as well, so it's just quite handy. Once you finished your soldering, you can just put your heat shrink wrap and just go around like that, and that's it. You can preheat your wires if you want to while you're waiting for it to heat up. Let's see if it's ready yet. Let's solder them. Right, joint number 1 is done. Let's do the second one. Move the flux. Flux helps getting the solder in between all the things, and it cleans off as well because it's an acid. So there you go, that's the solder joint is done. It is quite hard to solder outside because of, first of all, it's the temperature, wind and all sorts of stuff, but it worked out pretty well. Nice and solid joints like that. See, that's not going to go anywhere. That is going to be permanent. Let's put the heat shrink wrap around them. So you can use it as a heat gun, and just heat shrink wraps around it like it should. get my big one, put it over top of it all, and just the same. I'll just heat shrink it all so it's nice and neat, so the water won't get into it, because it can, and if the water gets into the joint, it starts corroding and it's just gonna be no good. There you go, that's that one done. Looks like factory, and let's proceed and do the other one. Actually, can I take it out with here so it's easier? Yes. Right, so other cable here, we don't need it long at all, just a couple inches of wire. Yeah, we'll call it about that. That's as much as I'm gonna need it for these speakers. Put it off. They're just separate, and that's fine, because I'm gonna use heat shrink. It's just gonna be just fine. Cables have been made for the new speakers. Now we'll go ahead and proceed installing them, and hopefully they will sound great. Here I'm back with the speakers. Yeah, in the scenes I've put this little sealant around the edges, so it comes with a speaker. That's what it looks like. It's like a rubbery-ish gunk, so it'll give that nice and seal. And we'll do is we'll just connect this one first. Positive to positive, negative to negative, and make sure that the cables are not in the way or getting jammed any sort of. And that's it. Get our screws. Screwdriver. There. Get that in there. Third one, like I said, will still go back and it will still grab a hold of the speaker and pull it down. And for 100% reassurance, I've just brought a self-tapper and I'm gonna put it in this place here just to give the 100% reassurance that it's gonna hold in properly. So there you go, that's one of the speakers done. And what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to pre-drill little pilot holes for the other side. The little drill bit, it's 3.2 mil, should be big enough. And align your speaker. Basically make sure you don't go through the rubber surround itself, but drill some pilot holes. Like that. Oh yeah, the plastic stuff's definitely good. Couldn't even get the speaker off properly. And as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and connect the speaker. Put it back in. See how that rubber stuff seal works good. It doesn't even want to fall off, it just sticks like glue. And put your standard screws in that you had before, and they just go in nicely. There. There. There we go. That's your speaker install for the both door operators done. Yep, they certainly worked fine. Works as it should. So now I'm going to proceed and put everything back together. And that's the mission for the second door then. Back together, all you do is you take you start exactly the same how you finished it, how you get it done before. So you put the cover back on. See, it all fits nicely and you can actually see your speaker now from there. And just connect everything back together as it was. There's a little cover clip. Over there. That's it. That's in. Then we have door panel. To be honest, since we're here, might as well go ahead and check the window. See, goes all the way down without any problems. So you definitely can just fit a 6.5 inch speaker straight in without any issues. And just put it back. Don't forget the little thing over there. And what we do is just bang it all back into place. And there's another little cable that you need to think of. The put a light cable. Don't forget to get that one on. And it's all but should sit back in place without any issues. There we go. Have to put a light. Why is it not going with that? Oh, the clips fell out. Right. Yeah, just didn't align properly. Let's put it back. And slot it back into place. And make sure it goes in its desired place, like that. And this back. Clip on, and a little plastic top that goes into there, and there you go. You can actually see the speakers through the grill mesh that you have, and actually looking really nice and neat. So that's it. This is how you upgrade your door speakers for a mini Clubman r55. Now all I've got to do is I've got to proceed and do exactly the same in there on the other door. So I'm gonna time lapse it, and when it comes to the speaker wiring, I will tell you what's the positive and negative on the left side. Once I've done that, I will be doing rears either side, and I will tell you about the wiring and stuff in that video too, because at the moment, as you can see, my head unit is out, and I'm gonna keep it like that until I'm finished with the installation, because I need to identify positive and negative. So I wish me good luck and keep enjoying watching the video.